Welcome back, guys. It is me, my five pentacles. We are going to have another wonderful unboxing. I had a fun time at this store that is in Utah. If you're ever here in Utah, you might want to check it out. I'll have to double check and see what it was called and shout that out or write it in the description. I probably will. So anyway, this one here, Symbolic Soul Tarot, was a pickup that I was quite excited about. It's got a very different from the other ones that I bought aesthetic. So mostly I was going on this little run. I was looking for that old art style, classic. I got one that's Austrian, one that's Italian, one that's French, and then this one here is completely in a different direction, going with, and look, it does have a book, going with a very limited color palette. Black, white, gold, I think, which I really like. I love a red and black, like black and white with some red splackles. And this one is, I also love a gold and gold and black. So anyway, so I found this, and this art style is just magnificent for me to have something to kind of contrast with these other decks that I bought that are very much what I love, but we got to have a little variation in our life. So I thought this might do the trick for me. So once again, a first card always. See the back of this deck? Oh, that's not the back. That's something else. What is that? Oh, it's Los Scarabero. Okay. So that's just, their little ad. Very interesting card back. And then right off the bat here, boom, look at that. Very strange, odd-looking guy, but I love the color. The black and white is this contrast, and then they just put some gold touches here and there. And odd, isn't it? Look at those arms. Like, what is going on with this guy's arm up here? This is like kind of Picasso-esque, right? Or like those old artists, that just didn't have to worry about, oh, I have to make it look perfect so my professor will like and see that I can do proportions. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, I almost feel like this is one of those books where you could turn it upside down and see a different picture in there. And you're just thinking like, oh my goodness, where are we going on the trip back here? Right? But, this is like the way that this line goes under her arm, even though that's like where her sleeve you would think it'd be. I don't know. It's strange looking, but I'm enjoying it. Okay, she's definitely also a little something different, right? She for one is not looking pregnant like most empresses are, but she is not ashamed of, getting these round. It's, I don't want to, that's just not, something went wrong in her plastic surgery, maybe. I don't know. It's one of those art styles where you just kind of, go, okay, we're not worrying about it, right? Which I can appreciate because I myself am not perfect in drawing proportions of anything. You'll see if you ever, get my deck to see. My deck is also drawn by me, so it's as good as I can do, right? I'm not like a perfect artist. That's okay. He's just full on. No leaf or anything covering that. It's just gonna hang it all out. So, everybody, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. That guy is missing an arm. Okay, this really does have a lot to offer. Wow, I did not even know. Exactly, wow. That is, yeah. I like this one. The hermit with the beehive. That's good. That looks nice. I don't know why he has a tail, but he definitely, I mean, that's good. Bees, I love honey. Bees are a strong thing, especially in Utah. We're known as like, the beehive state and everything. It's kind of a nice feeling. Very cool looking here with this weird monster ghoul type of guy with the wheel on his back there. This here with the is so random, don't you think? Like, if you see this part and you're just like, okay, wow, that is interesting. Why is that a one-eyed ox? Snake, okay, that's cool. This guy has like a, and then he's just sitting on the toilet in a cloud. Like, okay, that's completely different. We can see this is a fun one, right? This is going to be a lot of fun to look at each of these pictures. Wow, hourglass there. That's also just amazing. Death. Death looks amazing, doesn't it? What was justice? Did we see justice? Oh, okay, it's like a little bit different. Temperance. Okay. The devil. See, he's kind of almost looks like what the devil card looks like, right? Just in this art style. Oh, okay, but that guy here, I had an idea of having a guy urinating like this, like from the back on one of my cards, and I decided against it because I thought, maybe not. But look, people do it, I mean, there's a lot of things that once I drew it in my cards and I thought, oh, this is cool. Then I go look and I see, oh, wait, I'm seeing this person has done something similar. But that's kind of the point in my art deck, is that everything has been done before, right? You can't make something that is completely unique. I mean, we've been on this planet for thousands of years. Like, just because you maybe didn't see it in the last 10 years doesn't mean that countless people haven't already done it in the last 3,000 years, right? So you just got to show what you want to show. You can tell people your story, even if it's similar to other people's story, I think. But these cards are just gorgeous. I'm loving this freakiness, this weirdness, this kind of just, it's her, right? It's a she, Elisa Seitzinger. Seitzinger sounds very German, so maybe she's German. Maybe that's why it's kind of weird, like me. I'm German too. But yeah, I'm loving this. This is really good. This is what we need every now and then. A little something freaky. That kind of makes you think. That makes you say, okay, what is this meaning? And I love that in each of these cards, if it did not say down there, Three of Cups, you could still look at this and see, well, there's 3 cups there and 3 people that are cheering to each other. And that 3 cups going cheers, that's all I need, and then I know it's the 3 of Cups. And that's kind of my point when I do tarot or when I decide on what I like. My point is, like, if it's got that the Rider-Waite-Smith imagery in some form, then it's cool if it's a cat, or it's cool if it's void of color, or, whatever. It's the fact that it doesn't need to have this here, because you see it and you can instantly connect, saying, okay, but I know this is the kind of refusing a good thing, Right? I can guess what this one's going to be just because I know this deck is going to tell me what it is. And I already saw the 4, afterwards the 5. I can guess what it is. And it is, It's beautiful to me. And I love that it's just so black on this particular one, right? It's a nice color distribution. Because some of them, they go too dark, too plain, and I don't see anything. And some of them are too colorful. And it's like 3 rainbows just threw up on each other on every card. And I think that's a bit much, And some of them are way too abstract. And this is the right amount for me. The right amount of like, hey, let's have something kind of just think worthy, If you saw this in a museum, you could stand there more than 2 seconds and kind of be like, okay, okay, two heads, face on their back, like, I don't know. I could see a lot there and just be like, okay, this is interesting. This is fun. This is something to think about. I enjoy thinking, so bring it on, right? Let's go a little faster. King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. We do love Pentacles. The 3 is always one of my favorites. That is a nice 3 of Pentacles. With that kind of, this gives me, if you guys have seen Wicked, the one professor that they try to kick out, giving me kind of that kind of a teacher vibes, which I love. I love to have that new perspective of being like, don't be silenced. As that teacher is, right? Anyway. 4 of Pentacles. Here's my card. My 5 of Pentacles. That's me right there. Looking like a crazy shaman with a huge mask. Or, I don't know, half animal. I have no idea. I'm going to be looking at this. I'm going to be reading these people's books of all 5 of these decks and just figuring out. Just trying to get the gist of it. Because these are so amazing. That's just so good. So good. Look at this. Wow. There's an Ace of Wands. Wow. What is that? Am I right? What is this? What is going on in this picture? And what is going on in Elisa Seitzinger's head? Amazing. Anyway. Another one of my favorites, the 5 of Wands. I do have a thing for the 5s, I guess. The 8. Oh. Look at that. Looks like they're going in the other direction, right? Like rockets. Or am I the only one that thinks usually they're falling in this direction? And these seem to be shooting in that direction. Ooh, look at that. He's graceful, huh? Little flame head dude there. These look very much like those little like mannequins, out of wood that you can buy at the Michael's or the art shop. Like little puppets, which I really like. I'm big into puppets. We've got the, oh yeah. That's classy right there, huh? And the king. Beautiful king, though. He's enjoying the show, huh? Swords, last suit here. Swords. Oh, how about that? Ooh, interesting. And there we go. So here we see a completely different art style than the other ones I purchased today, but amazing. I mean, this is something I can look at for hours. I can keep on shuffling with that and reading with that for who knows, countless years, right? So anyway, if you enjoyed that, let me know by leaving a like. Let me know by keeping a comment. You can even just subscribe and you can come back to see a reading for you or see other things that I buy and find and whatever else, whatever you fancy. So have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for stopping by and watching. Good night.